All right, people, we're doing it. I've been putting this off. Not now! What you're watching is a video of a guy who's not an expert, not a professional, but me, is a guy who rides a lot and who owns a lot of helmets. Which means I, like everyone else, have an opinion. You just may choose to value my opinion. So this is all my opinion, all right? You want my opinion? Here you go. This is gonna be fun because I don't care. Normally I don't put efforts into making this look presentable, like wearing, well, actually you don't know that I'm wearing pants, but you know, setting up a desk and getting everything ready so you could get as much information as you can get. Because this video is not gonna be too neat. I did make some notes, so it's a little bit easier to understand. But this is gonna have a lot of information in it. I care about how things look, hence this design, but as I get older, I care more about how it actually works, which is why I have this helmet. These two helmets are gonna serve as really good comparisons when I go over the pros and cons of this helmet. What you got over here is like a $150 helmet with a bunch of stuff on it, so that's really cheap, and this is a $700 helmet. This is top of the line, this is like entry-level helmet. This one's $400, so this is not even in the same class. You have like beginner helmets like what you buy for your first motorcycle versus I like doing the track, I've been riding for years, and I care about safety and I want all the bells and whistles. This helmet. And then this one is, well, I think most people in this price range, $400, you know, literally the middle, what most people are gonna end up going for over the long term. Here we go with the pros. So the first thing is this helmet is freaking gorgeous. Of course, that's just my opinion. And it is just black, but I'm all about black, as you can see. That being said, there's tons of graphics available for this helmet and tons of shields. So if it doesn't match your style, you can get this helmet in your style. The next thing you're gonna notice, just got face grease on it. The next thing you're gonna notice is how light it is, which is
wonderful.
It's a carbon fiber helmet. The Ruroc Atlas helmets are carbon fiber, so that means it's light. What does light mean? Well, it means if you don't want to have a really buff neck from wearing a 5-pound helmet several hours a day every day, which I don't have the neck anymore, but I used to have a buff, awesome neck worth wearing a V-neck. That was a long time ago. It being so lightweight means it is delightful to wear. A small thing, I say small because compared to all the other pros and cons, it's not very big, but it's worth mentioning. One thing it has better than any other helmet I have and I've ever seen is the fin lock system. So it's magnetic, you put the strap on and it just locks into place. That helmet should have that. It's anti-fog, which is awesome. I don't know how to compare this. This one is not anti-fog, it fogs up, sucks to be me. This one has an insert you have to put in. This one has it built into the visor. There's a lot of pros going on with the visor, shield visor. I get the terms mixed up. I get English mixed up too. It comes with, in the box, the clear shield and a smoke shield. You get two shields. I'm like, awesome. It has a shield that's optically correct. What that means is it bounces light correctly. So for example, if there are headlights or brake lights in your peripheral vision, if it's not an optically correct shield, you'll see like light glares and like streaks across your vision. That doesn't happen with a correct shield. This one has that, this one does not. Expensive helmet, cheap helmet, this one's got it. That's a small thing, but there's a lot of small things in the visor that make it a good visor. It could be better, we'll get to that. Speaking of which, the visibility of this helmet is
fantastic.
It has the best visibility of any helmet I've ever worn. Wasn't expecting that. Didn't know I was gonna appreciate it either because it was this one. And now this one has the best peripheral vision. The last pro I'd say is airflow. Okay, how do I go into this without talking too much? I love airflow. What I want in my ideal helmet is a helmet that I don't really know that I'm wearing, and I get that by having a helmet that's lightweight and then lets air go straight through it. So this one's light, this one has the best airflow of any helmet I've ever had. This one beats both of those in those respective traits. So this one's lighter than that one, but it has better airflow than that one. I love airflow. Now, in the wintertime, which is what this one's better for, because it has a better job of stopping the airflow, you don't want airflow. So depending on what season you're riding in and what you prefer, airflow is good or bad. For me, that's excellent. We have to do the very big main con now. We're gonna do the cons. It's 2019. I thought we could do better. It's 2019. And you're still using screws! I think a screw is only acceptable on an entry-level helmet. I think that's $500. For a carbon fiber $400 helmet, what's that word?
No!
This just shouldn't be there. We have the technology. This one really had auto. This isn't even like a preference. Like, no, for the price point, what it is, it really should have a visor system like this one where you just pop it out. It's awesome. So that sucks. I'm making a big deal out of it. It bugs me. It doesn't bug me. It bugs me. There are some definitive cons with airflow and specifically wind noise. Best airflow out of any helmet I've ever used also means it is the loudest, and that is typically just a con. It's unnecessary because it could be fixed. And Blockhead did a review of this helmet. He made a really good observation, which I tried out myself. If you were to block both of these side vents with your hands, the wind noise is drastically reduced. Meaning, most of the wind noise comes from this. That means all you need is just a little switch here on the vent to block the air, just to turn it off like you would with a normal chin vent. Just a little click, and you have solved wind noise, and you have also reduced airflow that you may not need or want when it's cold outside. I put this as a con because that should just be there. I mean, I'm not an engineer. I don't understand how difficult it'd be, but I think it should be there. It's a con. It's a con. That's an easy fix. It's so easy that it should have been there to begin with. While we're on that note, these both, even this cheap one, has a chin curtain. This one really needs a chin curtain. When I was testing the side vents, same thing. If you were to put your hand underneath the chin, you would drastically reduce airflow. And the reason that's so good in a helmet like one of these is you just pop it in or out depending on how much air you want or how much noise you want. Literally with a chin curtain and two little flaps in these vents, this helmet is like, not twice as good, but much better. Like now you can use this helmet in the summer or the winter with some modularity. Very cheap, easy, whatever. It's to that level of, it's so easy and cheap, it should have been there. It should be there, but that's just my opinion. What do I know? Now we get to the fun stuff. Now I get to be a nerd and talk about what I wish was different on this helmet and what I think should be changed. I can't call it a con. I can't fault the helmet for these things that I want. Like, it's not like they're supposed to be there. The cons are things that I think are supposed to be there. These aren't supposed to be there, but I want them to be, so can't fault a mid-range helmet for not having snow. My issue is that it's carbon fiber. I don't understand why a carbon fiber helmet doesn't have snow. I think it could, and I think it should. And the reason I'm putting this not in the con, I can't fault the helmet, but imagine if this $400 helmet had Snell rating, and now you just defeated Shoei because you have a helmet that does what this one can do for like half the price. If you could pull that off, I just wish it was snow. This is a fun one. Okay, so there's something that they made in this helmet, or for this helmet, called the Shockwave, and it's a module that's supposed to go into what is the most important thing to me, a slotted out modular section inside the helmet. There's literally a built-in compartment in the helmet. I'm like, dude, here, I'll show you why that's so cool. No, I won't, because I need to say something else first. So what I was supposed to do is Bluetooth, Sena, headset communication specific thing that goes in here. You put what would be a Bluetooth communicator outside your helmet directly inside. It's seamlessly integrated. Supposedly, it's not out yet. I want to see it. That's cool, but it's not out yet. So I'm not talking about the Shockwave, I'm talking about as a whole. Okay, here's what I wanted to show you. I have two of them because I'm a brat. But this one is one I set up for motovlogging because I put a camera on it, and like I do with all my helmets, I put a battery pack on the back. I choose to do this because I like to have the ability to just record for hours on end instead of having to stop and change battery every 50 minutes. It's very handy. Both of these have the capacity to just click this on or off and switch between helmets, but obviously it's a big old break. Here's what I'm getting at. Jason Two Wheels did a review of this helmet, and he made a really good observation. There's a hollow compartment on here that you have built into the helmet. What you have is potential. Do you realize, Ruroc, you could literally make this do anything. You could make a proprietary battery pack that goes in here. You could put a GPS. I don't know, but you could put anything in there. Like, if I wanted, I would choose this over a Bluetooth headset. I would want to put a battery that's like a battery that's built into this. That would be awesome. They could still do it, but I'm not gonna score this helmet for what it could be. There's so much of what this helmet could be. I'll keep going on with that. Okay, you remember that one time when I said that the shield has a lot of good things? It also has a lot of bad things. A lot of things I want changed. Twitch. These are not cons, because this is a $400 helmet, this is a $700 helmet. Mid-tier, high tier. They aren't competing against each other. My issue is they totally could, and I want to see this helmet because there's so much potential. But anyway, here's my issue with it. So this is what I call a 3-stop shield, which means you got position 1, 2, 3, and it tends to click in there, in those positions. Whereas the Shoei has, I believe it's a 7-stop, but it has several different clicks. And then the biggest thing that I really wish it had is a lock on the seal on the bottom. And what I mean by that is when the helmet comes, or sorry, the shield comes down all the way, I wish it would just retract and snap into place like you know it's down. This one does that. And if you look in the spring mechanism for the shield, it actually comes down and then brings the visor back. And it's a small thing, but like, that's one of the things you get with like an expensive helmet. You get all the little features. This one's weird. I couldn't put it into cons, but the nose. So the first one I tried on was a large. Every helmet I have is a large. Always has been a large. I just grabbed a large assuming it was my size. I'm not sure that it is because I don't understand how it's supposed to fit. And the main thing for me that told me it wasn't the right size was this nose piece. I don't know if it was the helmet that was the wrong size or if it was just the nose. Maybe my nose is the wrong size, but the bill inside the helmet would just barely touch my nose. Just barely. It was like Chinese water torture where it's just drip, 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 and eventually just drives you nuts. I checked. It was recording. I didn't hear it beep. And everything I just said is gone. I had a good joke, and now it won't be the same when I repeat myself to make the same joke later. Anyway, the nose piece is too big, or my nose is too big, I'm not sure which one it is. And how I fixed it was actually getting an extra large helmet, and then I put in a large piece, like a padding inside the top, and now it fits better, but it doesn't fit like as good as this one does, but I can't expect it to, but it definitely fits better than that one, so that's how the fitment is. It's weird. I can't fault it. I can't say it's a bad fitment. I just can't get to figure out how to fit me exactly, and that's a shame. I forgot to say, I'm not being sponsored or paid to do this review. I just wanted to do this when I saw the helmet announced 2 years ago. And they followed up with it and they gave me a helmet. And I'm like, well, I have to make the review because I said I would 2 years ago. So here it is. I didn't say what I thought about the helmet yet. I was saving that. Okay, so you ready? Here's what I think about the helmet. I really like it. It has the good parts of my 2 favorite helmets. So it looks good, lots of airflow. Lightweight, works well. It's got most of that all together. So it's like, this is my one go-to helmet. Now talking about it as it is, I think, I like it, all right? I'm gonna get to the next point. I'm doing a bit of an investment, all right? Because I think the company says a lot about a product. Now let's go to the forward thing. Like I said, this thing has a lot of potential. I have a lot of faith in Ruroc because of how they've been treating me and how they've been about their product. So when they gave it to me, they were really adamant about asking for my criticism. Like, hey Walter, tell us what you like about what you don't like. We want to know because we want to make it better. I'm like, that's a cool attitude. Imagine you went to a restaurant and then the chef came out and went to your table and said, hey, how was the food? Let me know, like, if you didn't like it. You'd be like, it's good. I mean, he's like, really? I want to hear what's wrong with it. Like, I guess it's too salty. He's like, okay, next time I won't use as much salt. That's the attitude they've been having, which is just cool. It's like, you're not gonna get that with another helmet manufacturer. The closest you'll get is the obligatory waitress coming out going, everything tasting okay? Which would be like the helmet place sending out a survey. Let us know what you think about your purchase, It's different, right? There's this level of involvement investment where they really want their helmet to be good. And I think they want it to be the best. And I think they're actually gonna do it because, well, I like it, but it's just weird to see so much potential. potential. Stop recording again. Okay, anyway, what I think about the helmet, I really like it, and I want to keep using this helmet. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Here comes the joke, and now that I said that, it won't be funny, but I'm just do it anyway. I hope you enjoyed this video. If not, it sucks to be you, because you're not getting that time back. It doesn't work. You can't do it. You can't. I do hope you enjoyed the video, and that was entertaining. And I hope that my opinion was somewhat valuable and helpful if you're trying to think about what kind of helmet to get. Let me know if for some weird reason you actually want my opinion on other stuff, because, I mean, well, I was gonna say it's not that hard to sit here and talk, but apparently it's very difficult for me. So, I do hope you enjoyed the video.